What's good with y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Listen, bro, I know how you feel. I've been there too. You know, when there's a chick that you're pursuing, a chick that really has your interest, a chick that you actually fuck with. I know how it feels, bro, when all you want to do is talk to her. All you want to do is get close to her. And it's like the more you call her, the more you text her, the more time you want to spend with her, the further she actually seems to get. You know, it's crazy because you're putting in all this effort. You know, you're putting in all this effort showing her that you're interested in her. You know, she knows that you're interested. That's one thing you have to understand, bro, is that she knows you want her. She knows that you want to be more than just friends. So you giving her all this attention, putting in this much effort, you know, she knows and she sees that, right? So what you got to understand is when you see that the energy and the effort that you're putting into the relationship, when you see she's not putting in the same amount of effort, you gotta back off. Ultimately, bro, you gotta understand that she's at a point where she doesn't feel the need to pursue you. You know what I'm saying? So what you have to do is you have to stop chasing her. You gotta give her some time. You gotta allow her emotions to build, right? Women aren't like us, bro. Women take time for their emotions to grow into feelings for you. You know, so you doing all this chasing, all this pursuing, texting her, calling her, and she's not doing the same thing back. You know, it feels like she's running away. You got to understand that you got to back off. You know, you got to back off. And a lot of the times when a chick isn't showing us interest, we keep chasing because we want the validation. We want that validation of her liking us back, you know, and the thing is, she probably does like you back, bro, but you're just over pursuing. You got your foot all the way down on the gas pedal, but you have to understand, bro, that you got to let off the gas a little bit. You know, let her be. When you keep chasing her and chasing her and chasing her and she's not giving you that same amount of attention back, that same amount of energy back, it just goes to show her that you're weak. You know, she hasn't even given you the pussy, bro, and you're just doing too much, you know? So when you come off that strong, she sees that you need her validation, which only signals to her that you're weak. You're falling weak for her, bro. And the truth is, a woman doesn't want you to fall weak for her. You know, as a young man, you gotta have your own life. You gotta have things going on. When you keep chasing and she's not giving you that same energy back, right? It just goes to show that you have nothing going for yourself. When she sees that you're just thirsting after her, bro, it's lowering your attraction. You're too easy, bro. You're becoming too easy. Listen, bro, when I'm pursuing a chick I'm interested in and I see she's no longer giving me that same energy, I back off, bro. As young men, we gotta have our own things going on, you know? You gotta have your own life outside of her. You're so worried about why she don't like you back, but you're not worried about building your life. You're not worried about becoming a better man, you know? You're just so focused on this chick. And that's the thing too. When you're just so focused on this chick, bro, you have a scarcity mindset. I know you like her. I know she grabbed your attention. But you gotta understand, bro, there's a lot of other females that grab your attention as well. You have to always have an abundance mindset. You know, she's not the only chick in the world. There's a lot of beautiful chicks out here, bro. She's not the only one that you need to get with, right? So if you're putting in all this effort and she's not giving you the same energy back, bro, just back off. Let her be. You know, let her be. Let her attraction grow for you. It's like the cat analogy. You know, when you have a cat and you're always on top of the cat, you're always petting the cat, you're always next to the cat gonna fucking get bored of you, bro. The cat is gonna wanna get away from you. And this is how women are. You know, when you're coming off too strong and you pushing up, you applying pressure, you applying too much pressure, she gonna want you to back up, bro. Especially if she's not as comfortable with you. Especially if you don't have too much time knowing this chick. You know, when you don't have a lot of time knowing this chick, she doesn't feel super comfortable with you. So you gotta back off and you gotta allow the comfort level, her attraction to rise. And this is what you have to understand. If she's yours, bro, you know, if she really fucks with you. Sometimes women be playing hard to get. You know, you pursuing her, you giving her attention, you putting in effort, and she's playing hard to get. Sometimes she might not reciprocate the same energy because she's playing hard to get. But at the end of the day, bro, you don't gotta stress. You don't gotta worry. Because if that chick really likes you, she's gonna eventually pursue you. She's gonna eventually show you that she likes you too, you know? You don't have to stress. You don't have to worry. You back off. And once you back off, you're going to start to see, she's going to notice, yo, this guy's not giving me the same attention no more. I wonder what's up. And that's when she's going to realize that she's going to lose you. And when she realizes that you're no longer playing these games, you're no longer going to be chasing after her after you put in all this effort. Once she sees that you're no longer going to do this, this is when she's going to realize, and this is when she's going to realize that she doesn't want to lose you. So if she's really for you, she will show you. Now, this is what I need you to do, bro. I need you to stop thinking about her. Stop thinking about her and start focusing on yourself. Start focusing on leveling up your life. Start pursuing your goals. You know, instead of putting in all this energy, all this time, all this effort into this one chick, start pursuing your goals. That same amount of energy and effort, start putting that into your goals, into where you want to be, into leveling up your life as a young man. You have to focus on yourself. Build your life. Find your purpose. Now, if you back off and you give her some time to process her emotions, to really feel what she feels towards you, and you see no change, you gotta cut your losses, bro. You have to cut your losses and you have to move on. Because if you don't move on, all you're doing is watering a dead plant. A plant that is never gonna grow. Her emotions, her feelings towards you are never gonna grow. They're always gonna stay the same. So when you see she doesn't like you, she's not fucking with you anymore. When you see that nothing changes, you have to cut your losses, bro. Take that one in the chin and understand that there's an abundance of women. There's women all around us. I have an abundance mindset. Every time I start talking to a chick and I see she's not really too interested in the way that she's not showing me, she's not really putting in too much time, too much effort, too much energy. When she shows me that she doesn't really want to pursue me, I cut my losses and I move on. The game is very simple. The game is very simple. Don't overcomplicate the game. Especially if you're working on yourself. If you're leveling up as a young man. More chicks will come. Have an abundance mindset. With that being said, if you made it this far to the video, click below, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next video.